Flash floods in La Plata, the capital of Buenos Aires province, have left close to 60 people dead and forced 1,500 to evacuate their homes.
Nearly 1.5 feet of rain fell late on Tuesday night and trapped some people in their homes. As the water now begins to recede, more than 3,000 people are left homeless and over 80,000 residents still do not have electricity.
Cars were flooded up to their rooftops and rainwater flowed over the windowsills of houses. People had to wade out of their neighborhoods through chest-high water as the floodwaters turned the roads in La Plata into raging rivers. The water reached 6 feet high in some places, and the rains also flooded the country's largest oil refinery, causing a fire that took hours to put out.
Some officials have described the torrential downpour as the worst in living memory.
Nothing like this has ever happened in La Plata. The people still in shock at the devastation.
Holidaymakers may have been confused when they awoke this morning. They were in Torquay and not by the Red Sea. It was thousands of tons of earth collapsing which changed the colour of the water and the landscape of these cliffs.
The section of the beach underneath the cliffs here has been closed for some time, and there have been a number of smaller rockfalls recently, but the one last night was the largest by quite some way.
And we've been talking about Hitchcock, Texas, outside of Galveston, where they have had baseball and softball size hail.
For 15 to 20 minutes. That is what is extraordinary about it. We're getting pictures in it.
Sergeant, have you ever seen anything like this in your experience?
In 25 years, I've been through hurricanes and a number of things. And with the extreme hail that we had last night for about 15 minutes, no, sir, I've not seen anything like that. It looked more like...
زلزال عنيف بلغت شدته 6.3 درجة على سلم ريختر يضرب غرب إيران قرب محطة بوشهر النووية ويخلف 35 قتيلا وحوالي 850 جرحا. شدة الزلزال بلغت من القوة ما جعل سكان عدة دول عربية خليجية يشعرون بارتداداتها، فيما بددت طهران وموسكو المخاوف من إمكانية حدوث كارثة نووية، بتأكيدهما أن الهزة الأرضية لم تؤثر على محطة بوشهر التي تبعد ب91 كيلومترا عن منطقة الزلزال.
A magnitude 5.4 earthquake hit Baler, Aurora at past 10 this morning. The Philippine Institute of Volcanology and Seismology says the quake's epicenter was located off Baler, Aurora. Tremors were felt in some parts of Metro Manila, including Quezon City and Makati, as well as Baguio. PVOX Director Renato Solidum told ANC the public should remain calm, but on alert for earthquakes and aftershocks.
A massive snow wall has become quite the tourist attraction in Japan. According to Japanese broadcaster NHK, the town of Sakayu saw a record snowfall of more than 18.5 feet this winter. So to get through the white stuff, they built a snow route with walls towering nearly 30 feet high. Around 600 people walked along the snow route this weekend. Some touched the wall or just took pictures. One man said he had seen the snow on TV, but being there was much more than he expected.
Peru's the latest South American country to suffer the misery of severe and deadly floods. At least 2 people have been killed, 8 more are missing. Homes and communities across the country are under threat from the rising waters.
There were similar scenes in Chihuahua as the town's main school closed after floodwater burst into classrooms. Authorities in the South American country have pledged emergency aid and assistance to residents affected by the flooding.
A 7.1 magnitude earthquake has struck Indonesia's Papua region in the eastern part of the country. The US Geological Survey says it struck at a depth of 58 kilometres. No tsunami warning was issued. The quake struck on land at around 1:42 p.m. local time.
Torrential rain wreaked havoc in Penang, causing landslide and flash floods in several low-lying areas on Saturday. In just 3 hours, the rainfall measured up to 168 mm, which is approximately half the monthly figure.
Rescue workers have in the last 24 hours recovered a total of 11 bodies of flood victims, bringing the death toll of flood-related deaths to 26. Now there are still...
The officials say that rescue efforts to help save the affected travelers went on throughout the night following the incident.